Welcome to the Thrifty Tips Podcast. Today we are going,
Deep diving.
we are deep diving into the world of side hustles.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. And, we're dissecting this YouTube video
Okay.
by Daniel Iles called 3 Easiest Ways to Make $500 Per Day.
All right.
And he is claiming that these are his top side hustles.
Okay.
And I got to say, some of them sound
A little sus.
a little sus,
Wow.
a little too good to be true.
Yeah.
But, I am all about a good money-making opportunity.
Of course.
So I'm excited to dig in and just see if these side hustles really live up to the hype.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yeah.
always interested to see what's working for people. And, I think it's always good to be a little skeptical.
Yeah.
Because not everything is going to work for everyone, right?
Absolutely.
You got to find what works for you.
Absolutely. And speaking of finding what works for you, if you're enjoying the show so far,
Yes.
hit that like and subscribe button
Yes.
so you never miss an episode of Thrifty Tips Podcast.
But,
Okay, so let's jump right into the first side hustle that Daniel Iles is talking about.
okay.
And this is credit card churning.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of this?
Oh, yeah. Credit card churning. It's all the rage these days, right? People are trying to get all those travel perks.
Yeah. So basically what it is signing up for all these different credit cards just to get all of those juicy sign-up bonuses.
Yeah.
Like, all the travel rewards and cash back and all that good stuff.
The free miles, the points.
Exactly.
You can get a lot of value if you do it right.
Yeah, and he specifically mentions a couple of cards.
Oh, yeah. Which ones?
The Chase Sapphire Reserve
Okay.
with a $1,200 travel reward.
That's a lot.
And then the Amex Platinum card that has a $2,000 value.
Okay, so we're talking serious rewards.
Serious reward, too.
But I think there are some things you got to watch out for, right?
Okay, so what are the downsides? What do we got to be careful of?
Well, first of all, you need good credit.
Okay.
You're not going to qualify for these fancy cards
Well,
if you don't have a good credit score.
that makes sense.
And also, you got to be really careful about damaging your credit score.
Huh.
If you're not managing these cards properly,
Okay.
you're opening a lot of accounts.
Yeah.
That can ding your score if you're not careful.
Okay.
And also, this is not really a long-term wealth-building strategy.
Right.
It's more like getting some perks in the short term.
Okay, so it's kind of like a quick hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's like a little boost. But you got to be strategic about it.
So is it really worth the risk?
I think it depends on the person.
Okay.
If you're somebody who travels a lot and you're really good with managing your finances
Okay.
and, you're disciplined about paying your bills on time and not overspending,
Right.
then maybe it could be worth it.
Okay.
But if you're not that kind of person, then it could be dangerous.
Yeah. And for our listeners out there, have you guys ever considered credit card churning?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Let us know in the comments.
Hit us up.
Okay, so let's move on to the next side hustle
Okay, number 2.
that Daniel Iles presents in his video. And this one is really interesting. It's answering questions online.
Answering questions online, like what do you mean?
So he tells this story
Okay.
about a 76-year-old mechanic
Okay.
who's making like $25,000 a month
What?
just by answering questions during his lunch break.
No way.
I know, it's crazy.
That's insane.
So apparently he's doing this through a website called justanswer.com.
Justanswer.com, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so this is a platform where people can go
Okay.
to get answers to their questions, and they pay to get these expert answers.
Interesting. So it's like you're a paid expert on a specific topic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
People are always looking for information online.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to talk to a real person
Right.
who knows what they're talking about.
Right. It's like sometimes you can't just Google it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you need that specialized knowledge.
Right.
And I think that's where Just Answer comes in. It's like Chegg, but for everything.
Oh, yeah. That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
So what kind of earning potential are we talking about here?
Well, according to Just Answer, their experts make anywhere from $2,000 to $7,000 a month on average.
Wow. That's not bad.
No, not bad at all, especially if you're doing it in your spare time.
Yeah, like during your lunch break.
Right, exactly.
That's amazing.
So what kind of questions would you be qualified to answer?
Oh, gosh. I don't even know.
What's your area of expertise?
I mean, I guess I could answer questions about podcasting
There you go.
or like personal finance stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd be making $25,000 a month doing that.
Well, you never know. You could be the next lunch break millionaire.
You never know, right?
Maybe.
But I think the key here is, like you were saying, you got to have that specialized knowledge.
Right, exactly.
That's not for everyone.
Yeah, it's definitely a niche side hustle.
Right.
But if you've got the knowledge and you enjoy helping people,
Yeah.
it could be a really great way to make some extra money. And, speaking of great ways to make extra money,
Yes.
if you're enjoying this deep dive into side hustles,
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Thrifty Tips podcast.
Yes, we would really appreciate that.
It helps us out a lot.
Okay, so let's move on to the final side hustle
All right, bring it on.
that Daniel Isles shares in his video.
Okay.
And he presents this as the most lucrative option.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so this is social media management.
Okay.
And he's talking about six-figure salaries.
Wow.
The potential to work with big-name creators and brands.
That sounds pretty glamorous.
It does.
It-
So what exactly does a social media manager do?
Well, it's basically all about increasing online awareness for brands and creators.
Okay.
They do a lot of different tasks like scheduling posts,
Okay.
handling emails,
Mm-hmm.
editing content,
Okay.
writing captions, and
Mhm.
even dealing with brand deals.
Wow. So it's like a whole package.
Yeah, it's a very multifaceted role,
Okay.
but I think it's a really interesting and growing field.
Right, because more and more businesses are realizing they need that online presence.
Exactly, and they need somebody who knows how to manage it effectively.
Right.
And that's where social media managers come in.
So how would somebody even get started in this field?
Well, Daniel suggests starting on freelance platforms like Fiverr or Upwork
Okay.
to gain some experience.
Wow.
And then once you have a portfolio,
Yeah.
you can start reaching out directly to creators and brands.
So you don't even necessarily need like a formal marketing background.
Not necessarily.
Right.
It's more about having the skills and showing that you can get results.
That's awesome. So even if you're just like starting out,
Yeah,
you can still break into this world.
absolutely.
It's so cool.
It's a very accessible field.
Okay. So we've got these 3 side hustles: credit card churning, answering questions online, and social media management.
3 very different options.
Very different options. Which one speaks to you the most?
I think they all have their pros and cons.
Yeah.
Credit card churning is good if you're good with finances and you travel a lot.
Right.
Answering questions online is good if you have that specialized knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And social media management is good if you're creative and you're good with
If you
people.
enjoy social media.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think the key is to find what aligns with your skills and your interests,
Yeah.
and also what kind of risks you're willing to take.
Right, because some of these are riskier than others.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so before we wrap up,
Yes.
one last reminder to like and subscribe
Hit that button.
to the Thrifty Tips podcast.
Yes. Show us some love.
Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of side hustles.
Yeah, it's been fun exploring these different options.
And we hope that you found it insightful and inspiring.
And maybe even a little motivating.
Yeah, maybe you'll start a side hustle of your own.
Yeah. Go out there and make some extra cash.
Yes. All right. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye.